All right, let's lock in. So, I'm gonna put my AirPods in my AirPod case. Guys, probably this is the first time I've ever done this, but like, I got myself like chicken and rice and spinach to eat just now. Cause like, dude, I'm realizing the way I live my life in every aspect of it is going to bleed into my trading. And when I was the most profitable back in February, when I was taking amazing trades, that's when I was being the most disciplined. And for me, discipline's like really hard because I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I'm just naturally undisciplined. And so it like for someone who sees discipline as something that, you know, there certain people maybe it's easier to have discipline. I don't know. It's just for me it's not easy, but there's no other way. If I want to be a long-term successful trader, there's no other way than for me to have discipline. Because, for instance, if I just start trading bad because I have no discipline, like the last couple months, and I just, you know, like, let's say I'm managing $1 million, well, then all of a sudden, I just lost hundreds of thousands of dollars at whatever I'm risking. So you can't just let it, like, it's it's a big deal, you know? And that's why sizing up is so hard for so many people. Because you try and size up and it's just like, it's just risky. So, yeah, this wasn't that good of a trade. And this is where you just have to be like, you have to understand that the best trades are going to be the ones that are undeniable. The ones that you can without a doubt say, yes, I know this is going to work. And those ones usually work every time. So anyway, let's go through the charts today, find some possible trades you could have taken. I like how we had, right here, we had these bodies were kind of generated, low resistance, right? So there we go. I love backtesting so much more than I do forward testing because it is so much easier to look at the chart and be like, oh yeah, this is what happened. You know, but we got to be able to transfer it into our forward tests. So yeah, we got nice low resistance highs here. I'll just call this probably just consolidation here. And you can see this ended up being the draw on liquidity, right? So, consolidation. We get a, let's see here. We might have, was this SMT? Yeah, so we have this higher time frame SMT, right? Man, I really gotta up my game with trading, honestly. Like, it's not even funny. So yeah, higher time frame SMT. I'm actually curious if we had like some kind of key level. Anyway, and then. You see there was SMT here. Or was there? These are equal lows. So it's not really SMT. But the point is we consolidate all through here. And then we inverse this. Easier said than done to take a trade like this, but, you know, possible? In my opinion, yes. Right? Because we come down, we sweep the low. And then what is this? This is the macro. Right, there we go. I like this. I like this a lot. See, like I always say, it's so much easier to find trades in hindsight. Being able to do it in live time, it's a whole different animal. But this is why I'll never give up, right? So there we go. And interestingly, we have S&T with this low here. Check that out. So like, if I could just be the perfect trader, you know, you could figure all this stuff out, but I'm not. I wish I was. Make my life a lot easier. I'd probably go break even here. Or, you probably just go break even here. Maybe just like in between there. It's probably a good spot to go break even. Okay. Now, I probably wouldn't take this because, I don't know, it's just, like, not obvious enough, but, you know, you could take it. So this was, what, June 4th, 2025, Wednesday. Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and save this in here. So once again, this isn't the most obvious trade in the world, but this is the first thing that I saw when I opened the chart. So 1057 IFG, 1 minute. Now we are on the 1 minute chart, so we should probably get off the 1 minute chart. I hate the 1 minute chart, honestly. So I did mark this out in live time, and I'm really starting to not like these kind of, even though it's like, oh, it's a good inversion, it's like, it's not obvious enough that we're going to go run liquidity just yet. I don't know, it's just maybe not my style to take these kinds of trades, even though it's like pretty V-shaped recovery. I like trades where it's really obvious trendline liquidity, like this, anything like this, being able to target this is my favorite. These are my favorite kinds of trades. So I bet you there was a trade within here. Almost certainly. I'm honestly just getting to the point where I'm like, the market, we just trade liquidity, right? We trade liquidity, we don't trade necessarily inverse value apps or anything else. We trade liquidity. So I was originally calling these closes above breakers, but I think I'm just gonna call it whatever it's called, just CISDs because yeah, I mean whether it's a CISD or a inversion, I really do think that both are fair game to go run liquidity. So I'm just gonna start marking these out as like CISDs. I used to call these breaker closes, but now I'm just going to call them CISDs because, yeah. And was there SMT here? Low, higher low, low. Oh, we have SMT with YM with this low here. That is nice, honestly. Yeah, you can see we go run this. I mean, you could also mark it off like this. Okay. 12:45. CISD, 3 minute. Yeah, and I honestly I'm at the point where I'm not even just like I think like I know Hydra just trades just closes above breakers, and so that's the same as a CISD. So I'm at the point where we're in the game of trading liquidity. We're not trading an inverse survival gap or like close above a break. It's just I know when this gets closed above, we're gonna go run those highs, right? So I don't know. 3 minute, 12:45, 3 minute CISD. It's 12:45 CISD, 3 minute. Okay. So there's definitely a possible trade within here, and I'm kind of curious. So let's go look at that. We had pretty good generated liquidity. See, I love the trades where there's just generated liquidity because you know exactly where it ends. This is the nice thing about whenever you have generated liquidity, you always know like essentially exactly where it's going to end. Here, for instance, like it ends right here. Like this is the end. So you just, I mean, you can scale through here, but this is the end right here. So going on to the lower time frame, let's see if there was a trade, right? Or you could actually maybe just call this the end of it. This is where the obvious one ends, right? This is where the obvious one ends. So probably just go like that. This is crazy. What even happened on this 2-minute wick here? So we popped all the way down. Oh, this was news. You wouldn't have taken this because this was news, but still, news did go run that. Okay, never mind then. I'm not even gonna look at that because I just would not have taken that prior to news. And yeah, there was news at what? What time was the news at? Yeah, 10. Guys, look, try and find some more here. Yeah, this is definitely the most obvious one. We should look through Discord because Reliable took some trades and Dodgy took some trades, and I want to look at those. Guys, there's no way, like, I'm sorry. This is just so obvious to me. Like, the market respects this breaker and for value gap. Clearly. Maybe we even had SMT. Now, I'm not trading breakers and for value gaps, but like, look. It's crazy. The precision is just stupid. So, I guess this might be more of like a mitigation block because we don't actually sweep this high. But still, it's a move up before move lower. And then, like, you don't get more precise than this. This is why I'm never giving up with trading because, oh my gosh, dude. Like, the precision is insane. And this is where I just need to be disciplined, right? But also that was before news, so. Okay, back to what we were looking at. So, oh yeah, we're going to see if Reliable gave us a trade, or Dodgy, or whatever. Guys, I want to put all of the videos. So right now, I'm trying to get the videos in the ICT is Truth server, right? The one that I'm making, but the thing is, I have to download all the videos, and then, because I would just put the link to the other server, because, here, if this will just load, I could explain it a little better. So there's a different server, but I can't post the link to it because it won't let me share the link. So I was going to copy all the videos over manually to my own private server where I could have all the advanced ICT information. But, I don't even know. I lost my train of thought. But it won't let me send the link. So that's kind of annoying. But can this load, please? Oh yeah, I was gonna charge my AirPods. Where is my AirPod case anyway? I can't find it right now. It's fine. We'll just go on Discord on browser. Okay. Like I was saying, I'm trying to get all of I'm trying to get a whole bunch of the private ICT information in here. But it's just like, I don't really know, because the thing about it is, in order for me to put the videos in here, I have to have Discord Nitro. And it's like $10 a month, and it's kind of annoying. But this, oh, that's not it. This. So this is where all the private information is, and I would just like to just, send a link. But you can see here, I can't. Because I don't have access. So I was going to download every single video and bring them into my server, right? And yeah. Anyway. You get what I'm trying to say, though. Like, I want to have all of these in my server, but I can't just post the link to that other server because it's going to take, or it's not going to let me. So, anyway, I just have to find the time to do that. And I don't know. It's like, I want to cancel Discord Nitro because, like, if I'm not going to have this, then I should just get rid of it. But in all honesty, I should maybe keep Discord Nitro and, like, just put all the videos in here because I think it's more beneficial to, have this as, like, backup reserves in case this ever goes down, because there's a whole bunch of information in here that is definitely nowhere else on the internet. Like, there's just a lot of interesting, cool stuff in here. And so I would rather just not have it disappear. I'd rather have my own backup reserve because this is, like, pretty cool stuff. So, anyway. We were supposed to be backtesting. Okay. So, yeah, I think once I can just, be mentally healthy and in the morning have done my pre-market analysis, completely be able to trade with a clean frame of mind, then I'm going to start trading better, right? And I think that is the key, is being able to, have that clean frame of mind so you can trade well. So, let's go ahead and look for more trades. It's an interesting day for sure. Because, like, I was thinking maybe we were going to go to previous week's high because we swept out Asia and London. These were, and for anyone who's like, oh, session highs and lows, no, those are just fake. Come on, man. We went perfectly session highs and lows and react off of them. You really think the market's random? Really? Yeah, we went right to the session lows and reacted right off of them. It's almost like it was stop hunt there. Like, come on. That's just crazy. And then, like, any time before we have a dump, like, oh wow, we had SMT. Like, this is why I'm never gonna give up. I need to start using new day opening gaps and new week's opening gaps again a little bit more, because I haven't been. Okay, back to the charts. So, this, honestly, now that I'm looking at it, I think this is a pretty reasonable trade. We have a very obvious consolidation right here. So all of this is consolidation. It's crazy. Whenever I backtest, I gain so much more confidence. Very obvious consolidation here. And then we sweep out Asia and London. So there's Asia sweep. Yeah, this is where the main thing is. I need to be able to be mentally stable so I can take the good trades. If I'm not mentally stable, I'm not going to be able to trade well. And that's just the reality of being a good trader is you have to be mentally stable. So I'm going to get rid of all this stuff. And yeah, like I said, like this is a very obvious consolidation. And so because this was like an instant move down, what is that? Like that's like a liquidity void, right? So once we inverse this, it's like, oh, we're probably going to go run back to the consolidation. Oh, what's up? Everyone's all here now. How's it going, guys? So, basically what I was saying earlier is, actually, I don't remember what I said at the very beginning, but right now, what I'm saying is, I need to work on my mental. How do I word it? I need to just work on my mental health and my discipline, so that way I'm able to take good trades when I'm supposed to, because I think people underestimate how much of trading is being mentally present, and a lot of the time I am so out of it when I'm trading, and that's not good. Like it's probably a lot of it's the food I'm eating, a lot of it's the habits I'm like bad habits, you know. And so this is where trading is so multidimensional, because if I'm not feeling good, if I'm not locked in, if I'm not getting enough sleep, that's a big one for me. Then I'm not gonna trade good. So that was kind of like my little rant earlier, but hope you guys are all doing good. Etsy, you want me to call you Ashwath, right? How do you say it? I can't. Or can you type that again? Ashwath? Yeah, anyway. Look how perfectly we react off of these lows, though. This is pretty cool. What the heck? Okay. Let's go. Yeah, like it's crazy. It's like 12% of my viewers are all from India. Isn't that sick? Yeah, dude, trading is hard, dude. Like people are going to say like, "Oh, like I don't know, people are going to make it seem like everyone's profitable." But dude, the statistics don't lie, right? If the 1% are making so much, then everyone else needs to be losing to be able to equalize that. Okay, anyway, like I was saying, I actually don't think this was bad because this was such an obvious consolidation. So, like, conceptually, what is going on here? We sweep out London and Asia, which is also a giant accumulation range, right? So all of these people get stopped out. So you're transferring liquidity from one consolidation, accumulation range. You're transferring liquidity up to an opposing one. So inverse for value gap. And since this is like instantaneous, this is all void, right? I basically see this as non-existent. And so then, boom. That would be a 1.4 to 1. Yeah, man, give me some tips or some course-like thing or books which can help me read candle chart patterns or anything helps me in this trading journey. I mean, bro, I'm still on this journey with you. Like, let's face it, like, if you want to be a real profitable trader, you really have to be in that top 1%. Like, I'm getting better, but I'm also, you know, I'm realistic. Like, I take losses, I'm still trying to get better too. So I'm in this phase where, like, I can clearly tell, like, the market's just not random, but also I'm not quite good enough yet to be consistently profitable. So I don't know. Anything hear from me, obviously take that with a grain of salt. But like, if you do want help, like I can definitely help you. I would definitely watch all my videos if you haven't yet. My short form ones. There's a ton of like random information that's helpful. And I made most of those because I literally could not find information about most of that stuff anywhere on the internet, to be honest. It's like, it's kind of crazy. You kind of feel like you're like, literally like you're Lewis and Clark of trading. Like, so much of this stuff wasn't even on the internet about trading. And now like I just had to like figure it out. And like, there was stuff on the internet, but it's just like you had to dig deep to find a lot of stuff about, the most random stuff. Because people don't teach trading. Most people don't even believe it's possible. Yeah, definitely go watch the videos, because, yeah. But, like, I can see through it. Like, I can totally see through the lies. Like, it's obviously possible if you have the discipline, Thanks, bro. I hope you're doing good. We're in this together. It's not easy, but we're in this together. And then I think we had SMT at the lows as well. Yeah, this is what was a nice additional confluence was, I think, yeah, wasn't there SMT? It was SMT with this low. See that? Hey, what up, FA? I'm just looking at this, what happened this morning. This is pretty crazy. Like, look how perfectly we sweep London and Asia. We get SMT with this low here. I mean, it's just like so perfect. Everything is just so perfect. SMT with this low, and then we inverse this and we run back up. Now, I was kind of thinking that we were going to keep going. See, this is where I just need to be able to be in the right frame of mind when I'm trading. Because a lot of the time, like, I don't get enough sleep, or I'm out of it, or I just don't eat the right foods. And if I don't do that, it's going to impact my trading. If I do stupid things, it's going to bleed into my trading. And that's the thing that I need to work on the most. Of course you did. You probably made bank off of this. That's so funny. What are you actually trading in? This is NASDAQ futures contracts. So I was kind of thinking we might end up drawing to previous week's high, but we have not done that yet. So let's go ahead and screenshot this and just mark it as like a regular IPG. Now, I'm not saying I'd catch this, but I like to just record everything that I see. So in the future, I can just always keep adding to my mental repertoire of, price action in general. But it's cool because you can clearly see what is going on here. All of these people get stopped out, and then, like, you're basically transferring liquidity from one pool to another because this is one range and this is another range. That's what this is. When you get this pop below and then inversion, you're transferring liquidity. You're basically saying these people are going to buy back higher. That's basically what's happening. Like, when you understand the market conceptually, like, everything just clicks more. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, like I was saying, 850 IPG. I just need to be able to eat good, sleep good, feel good, so I can be able to trade good. That's my main thing right now. And I'll get there, but in the meantime, I'm still working on it. I think having these charts up like this, though, is pretty genius. Like, being able to spot the S&Ts faster, that's going to be a big deal in the long run. What is the Louis Vuitton gap? Liquidity void. I just marked that out as a void because this this was, like, instantaneous. Louis Vuitton gap. So like this is instantaneous. So this isn't even like a gap. This isn't a fair value gap. This is essentially a liquidity void, because like liquidity voids are literally when there's no liquidity in like a range. So here to here, there like that's why when it's like a new week opening gap, yeah. When there's like a new week opening gap, like this is a liquidity void. Like anytime there's like an instantaneous move in a direction, it's like there's no liquidity there. So I like to mark this out like this, because conceptually this isn't like this isn't a fair value gap. This isn't gonna reject price. This is gonna want to get filled. So I just mark it out as LV. But keep in mind, I'm just, trying to get better. Like, I feel like I understand a lot, but I'm also just, I do stupid things. And a lot of that just comes from not getting enough sleep, not having enough discipline, other things going on. So I'm just going to keep working on getting better. But, yeah, anyway. Let's see, what other trades could you have taken? Maybe there was lower time frame trades. I already kind of marked this out, but did this inverse? I wouldn't take that. That didn't even inverse. I don't know if there's anything super obvious is the thing. This inverse, but this isn't, like, the market's not ready to run liquidity yet. That's, like, a thing that I'm still working on, to be honest. But, like, it just seems like it's on the wrong side of the curve, You just kind of get that vibe it's on the wrong side of the curve, versus once we come down, form SMT here, we have SMT with YM. We actually have two SMTs. We have SMT here. And then, yeah, anyway, what I'm trying to say is it's not until we really get, like, this change state delivery where it's like, okay, now it's obvious we're going to go run these highs. Here, the market's not ready yet. It's hard. Trading is hard. Wish it wasn't so hard sometimes, but it is. Actually, this is kind of cool. Like, I know this isn't, like, the craziest light bulb trade in the world, but it kind of looks nice where you have, we had SMT with YM here. Yeah, I kind of like this. We have SMT and then we sweep this low. And then inversion. And at this point, it's like pretty obvious we're gonna go run all this. I mean, this is just like one of those trades where, like, you just know the market's gonna run liquidity. I'd probably take profit here. Yeah, tell me what trades your friends took, because I wanna take trades like FA's friends. I wanna get to that point. That would be nice. Okay, I'll take a look at it. And I could even mark this out as LR, all this. So you could have kept runners, but I'm trying not to go for more than 2 to 1s, to be honest, right now. It was at 9:45. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and screenshot this. So yeah, once again, this inverses, but this is one of the traps that I've been falling into lately. Is it inverses, but it's not yet ready to run liquidity. It inverses, but you need to wait, and then boom. I've got a lot of templates. Wait, what? What do you mean? Oh, yeah, I do have a lot. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I have templates for everything. Okay, that is funny though. You did teach me about it. I use them for everything now. IFG 1 minute 12:44. Yeah. Wait, let me look at that because I think that's kind of funny. Yeah, there's a lot, huh? It's literally just a line. The problem is I don't delete stuff. I just it's like a messy room. I just don't delete stuff. Like I don't even know what this is for. Oh, I know what that's for. Oh, I was originally using that for like standard deviations. That's actually it's actually so funny. Okay, let's go look at your friend's trade from 9:45. 9:45. I don't know. I don't know. I think. Let's see what they are, because I don't even know. That's why. No bullish ones. I don't know. It's kind of funny though. Okay, 9:45. Yeah, I guess that must be what he did. CISD. Was there like a 15-minute gap? Or like a 15-minute anything? Yeah. So 15-minute fair value gap. I see. I'm getting it. 15-minute fair value gap. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, this is nice. 15-minute fair value gap. Yeah, this is really nice, actually. I just get nervous with taking ones like this because I'm not good at these. But, I mean, with how obvious this generated liquidity is, I mean, you definitely have a good area to take profit with this. That's nice. I'm not even gonna lie. That's really nice. I probably take profit here, so I put like the end of this. And you can see that was exactly where we went. Yeah, I'm honestly like I really do like CISD. I'm just bad at it. But I gotta keep working on it. Yeah, he only does CISDs now. Well, it's like specifically he's doing flow state. So it uses a line time frame key level and then CISD off of that key level. But yeah, I'm just trying to get better. I'm kind of like, still work in progress for me. I'm actually just trying not to lose my accounts right now, to be honest. I know that sounds bad, but like I've been kind of trading like crap, and it's because I don't get enough sleep. I don't think straight when I'm trading, and I just take bad trades. Like I take really bad trades. But you know what? It's not easy. No one ever said it was. Anyway, this is kind of cool. Like you can see how this is the reason this is so nice is this. I guarantee you, the fourth standard deviation lined up perfectly with this low resistance liquidity. See, there we go. That's crazy. You guys see this, right? Like this is how you know you're gonna get a good flow state when you have a fourth standard deviation lined up exactly with a liquidity pool. It's like, dude. Oh, and the other thing that's really cool about these flow state trades is what'll happen is you're seeing it right here, right? If I measure out the manipulation move, not only do the standard deviations give you good targets, but also, look at this, OTE. I don't know if any of you guys have ever noticed this, but I've noticed this quite a bit where instead of entering at the change state of delivery, if you enter at OTE, you can get stupid RR trades. Now, I'm not good enough to do this. I'm definitely not, but it's something I've observed, and I'm just trying to understand it a little bit more because I've seen it happen so much, but it's easier said than done to be able to take a trade like this, right? But I can tell it's happening. It's obvious. Perfect reaction off of OTE. So for basically what you do is you take a flow state, but instead of entering at the change state of delivery, you're going to say, I'm actually just going to wait for OTE instead. And then boom, 12-1. That's crazy. So yeah, there we go. I think I'm just going to call these... It's 3 o'clock where? Where at? An AM or PM? And with this, I would definitely measure out the flow state to the wick. I don't know. It's just like I don't know. Sometimes you only want to use the body, but the body's super small here. So in this case, I would use to the wick, especially because you want to use align it with standard deviations, and the fourth standard deviation lines so well when you use the wick here. So I would definitely use the wick on this one. That's crazy. That's nice. It's look at the precision on this. Boom. All the way down to go run that L or LR. So I'm going to screenshot this, add this as a flow state trade. Man, that's crazy. And it's people who say news doesn't deliver price, bro, come on. Deliver right to this trendline liquidity in line with the model that we already laid out. Dude, obviously news delivers price. It's so obvious. We had this whole entire model laid out before news came out, and then news delivered us to the 4 to 4.25. Come on. Obviously news delivers price. Whoops. So let's go ahead and save this. Hey Javier, hope you're doing good. And I also want to save this again. I'm going to save this 2 separate times. One as a regular flow state retest. So 9:45 flow state retest. 15-minute, 1 minute. But then also, I'm going to start marking out trades where it's like, check that out, flow state OTE entry. Yeah, dude, it's exhausting. Hopefully, I don't know, yeah. Hopefully you can relax now, though, you know. But yeah, look at this. I mean, I'm not saying I'm trying to take trades like this, but the fact, like, I observe this happen all the time where you have a regular flow state trade and then OTE is the sniper entry. I've seen this happen a lot. I'm not gonna lie. So I am going to record this in my notes that this happened. I'm just gonna call it flow state OTE or something. Okay, let's go ahead and save that. That was 9:49. Oh, that's the craziest part about this is this was the start of the macro. Man, it's right at the start of the macro. That's absurd. 9:49. I'm just gonna call it flow state OTE. Okay, let's go ahead and look for some more opportunities. But that's pretty cool. Like, I am noticing, like, this down close candle on the survival gap held price to go run this, but I would never take anything like that because that's not even, like, a model that I, like, yeah, it's a breaker and a fair value gap, but I wouldn't really take that. I don't know. I also just suck at taking breakers and fair value gaps. Like, every time I try, I always do something wrong. But, like, if you can get good with breakers and fair value gaps, you can get some absurdly high RR trades. Absurdly high RR. It's something that I'm still working on. I'm not doing breakers and fair value gaps anymore, but it is kind of cool because you can, like, with a good breaker and a fair value gap, you can get crazy RR. I just suck at them, but I've noticed it. Well, I'm not even sure, like, what else is there in here. I mean, unless we go down to the 30-second or something. But it's like, yeah, I don't think there's anything else that would be worth taking. I'm not gonna lie. Nothing too obvious. Besides those trades that we lined up. Unless you guys see anything. Yeah. I mean, there were like 3 main moves, right? We had a move down to go run this trendline liquidity. So this was move number 1. And note how this happens in the macro. 9:49 to 10:10. And people say macros don't exist. Like, come on, bro. And, okay, first this happens in this first macro, right? Macro number 1. And then what happens? We get this trade. When does this happen? In macro number 2. Like, to the T. And so people saying macros don't exist, like, bro, Come on, dude. Obviously they'd exist. How can you have this perfect precision with macros and have them not exist? That's just crazy. And that's why I'm never giving up, because I know, like, it's obvious to me. Like, you don't just, like, okay, objectively speaking, right? Objectively speaking, if I mark out these areas with vertical lines, objectively speaking, like, this is completely objective. These are where the moves happened. These are where the expansions happened. To the T. I mean, come on, people. Like, obviously macros exist. What? It's like, I'll never understand people who say they don't. It's crazy. Anyway. We have a lot of generated liquidity now for maybe at some point later. A lot of liquidity on both sides. Were there any higher time frame moves? Maybe we should outline higher time frame stuff, because I don't know what other trades there were necessarily. We could look at yesterday. But yeah, I don't know. Nothing too obvious. I mean, this 5-minute change state delivery is kind of nice. I wonder if this was a 1 hour flow state, 1 hour 5 minute. If it is, it's not obvious. But it's definitely a 5-minute change state delivery, and we have good liquidity, right? Like, when I see us close like this, I know we're going to go run these highs. I'm not gonna lie, I'm considering maybe just doing one trade a day, because I feel like if you want to take actually a good trade, you're gonna have to put your mental energy into, like, just not doing something stupid. Like, so much of trading is not doing something stupid. Anyway, we have all this generated liquidity here, and then boom. Now then again, I don't know. It's hard because you probably... Anyway, let's mark this out. So yeah, I'd probably just call this... Boom. Oh, and there was SMT here. I forgot about that. Ugh. 12. And look at that. What? Once again. What time was this? 12:50 to 13:10. That's crazy. That doesn't get more precise than that. Macros, like, seriously, macros are really underrated. Like, wow. Wow. Like, I just sometimes wish I could just be the perfect trader and just, just download, like, the right information to be able to take the right trades. I don't know. Like, this is so obvious now in hindsight. I just wish I could have saw this when it happened. And actually, I don't know if this is a macro, because actually 1310 to 1340 is a macro. So this might not be a macro. Okay, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'll be back. Dang, guys. That, oh my gosh. Apparently I got 5 more subscribers. Dang, dude. Thanks, everyone. I did not even see anyone else here, but that's cool. That's really cool that I got 5 more subscribers. I'm trying to be more consistent. I'm trying to do, a backtesting stream every day, a live trading stream every day, a short form video, and a long form video. It's kind of a lot, but I don't know. Hey, maybe if I never turn profitable, maybe I could at least start making money on YouTube. I mean, I've gotten payouts, but like, I don't know, I'm kind of scared. Like, I could lose my funded accounts if I'm not disciplined over the next week. Good chance I will. And that's just me being real. Like, I have to lock in, like, now. Otherwise, I am going to probably lose my funded accounts, and yeah, I don't want that to happen because I've worked way too hard. So I need to actually lock in. But Wow, it's crazy that got 5 more subs. I don't even know. I didn't even know there were 5 people in here. It's kind of funny. All right, what do we look at next? I feel like we looked at most everything for the most part. So, see, the hard part about this today is a lot of this was consolidation, right? For most of the day, we consolidated besides these small windows of time where there wasn't anything obvious to me. There was for Jan when he got that sniper entry here, and then yeah, you just had to like really just not force anything. And now once again, bro, that just makes me mad. Can't believe I took that. I'm not gonna talk about it. I mean, there's just such good trendline liquidity below. It's just really nice. I feel like it's about everything. Oh, we wanted to check to see if there were any trades from Reliable and Dodgy. Oh yeah, FA sent me something. Yeah, that's valid. He's a very wide stop loss, but it works. I usually don't put my stop loss that wide. But hey, that worked. So let's go ahead and look at Dodgy and Reliable. Let's see. Where's the chat, guys? Where's the chat? I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm gonna probably cancel Dodgy's IPG indicator. I've been trying it out, and there's just way too many bad signals. Like, you really do have to, like, it's helpful if you really just want the signals, but then you have to be able to look on your phone every time there's a signal, and it's like, well, like, realistically, only like 20% of the signals are even trades that I would even consider taking, and it's just like, well, this kind of defeats the point. I don't know. It's just not my favorite. I don't know. But yeah, where is their recaps? Trade recaps. There we go. My 2 trades for the session. 5-minute long. Yup, that was nice. That's basically what I already wrote down. He has this marked out as a 5-minute. I already kind of marked this out. What 5-minute inverse? Bro, he's literally on the 2-minute chart. That's not a 5-minute inversion. That's a 2-minute inversion. What the heck? Okay, here's the 5-minute. Okay. So did he take a loss here? It's actually kind of hard to tell. No, I guess he didn't get stopped out. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this inversion. Just, I don't know. I'd like the trades where we have really obvious generated liquidity. Like, I like this one. I like these types of trades a lot more. Because we have, like, I don't know. We've been consolidating for so long, and now looks like we're ready to break out. Versus this is just kind of like, I don't know. Just not as convincing to me. That's just how I feel. So let's go ahead and I think we already marked this one. This is on the 2 minute. Let's go ahead and mark it again in case we didn't. Now, I still don't even see the trade that he took. We have to go back again. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, that was nice. Dang. I like that. I like that a lot. So there we go. Inversion, sweep of the low. Was there SMT too? Yeah, no wonder. This was a good trade. We had SMT, we had a sweep, and we get this really nice inversion on the 2 minute with displacement. So I would have probably gone for like this consolidation here. No. The highs of it didn't get hit, but I'd probably just take profit like here. So, boom. That's a nice trade, honestly. Or maybe even would take profit sooner, but you get the idea. And then I would go like this, stop loss like here. Yeah, I think I already marked this one, but just for fun, let's do it again. There we go. And you can go break even here. Alright, I think I'm going to call it for today's backtesting session, but I think this was a good, pretty solid backtesting session. I'm going to try and focus more on consistency rather than feeling like I have to have a really long session every day. So, and I might backtest more on my own, but it's still a good live session. So, all right. And I'm not even gonna say I'll try. I'll do a market recap today. So, okay, and then I just say like probably like stop loss. No, this was good. Yeah. 10:56 IFEG 2 minute. All right, cool. All right. I think that about wraps it up. I will see you guys later. Also, check this out. I have a little thing here to remind me. Would I give this trade? Would I give this a post-trade approval? So anytime before I take a trade, I'm gonna ask myself that. Would I give this trade a post-trade approval? So meaning, like, when I take a trade, would I approve of it after and put it in my spreadsheet with a thumbs up or not, right? Would I approve of this after or not? All right, with that, so, it's kind of random, but anyway, I will see you guys next time.